This next match review comes to us from B-Man, who has 3K hours in the game and has played this game a really long time, has legacy on certain characters, so that's pretty cool. Usually they submit to us Survivor match reviews, but today they submit to us a killer match review for a good old new unknown. Onyama Oka, not Death Pagoda, but the family residence, which errs on the side of Survivor, but not too aggressively so. It's mostly just like, it's a big long rectangle, so it's kind of hard to like pressure the whole map, especially if you don't have any form of mobility. At least unknown can teleport. But most of the pot loops are not that impressive, at least. So yeah, let's go and take a look at your add-ons. Any points? There it is. New crunchy quality. Okay, so you're going for more teleport shenanigans with like blurry photo. Most people that like actively main this character so far, the green box that weakens people off of gens, it's a good one. The notebook, which adds extra hindered, pretty good. The film reel that starts people weakened, pretty good. So those are kind of add-ons you're looking at. Your build is, I mean, your build's fine. Nowhere to hide pop, great synergy, lethal, good start to the game. Also extends your nowhere to hide. Stardust Reel's kind of the odd man out. It does have synergy with lethal pursuer, but honestly, having to stop search a locker is not always convenient. Very map dependent, so I'd rather just see like barbecue there if you're wanting just something else, another aura reading thing to extend with lethal. That's funny. Dude, I fucking love Daredevil. Daredevil's great. Isn't that the photo? The 50% move speed after teleport? It's a different kind of play style. I think his teleport is good as is. So I feel like you're already doubling up on something that's already good. And that's just kind of like a philosophy in, not even DBD, but just games in general. I'm like, if something's already good, like super doubling up on something that's already great is just kind of like, just, I would rather have something that evens out my kit. That was a good attempt. I liked that. First off, I said this earlier. We did a good amount of testing to figure out how the power works, so we could help people today. Thank you, Ambrosia, for helping me figure that out. Three things. There are two insta shots and then one situation where it's not. Hitting the floor, insta splash. Hitting a corner of any sort, insta splash. Everything else is a ricochet. So you should use that to guide your shots as the unknown. If you need a splash, throw it in a corner or throw it at the ground. If you want a ricochet, make sure it doesn't hit a corner, make sure it doesn't hit the ground. You are lagging something fierce. Getting that desync up in the corner. Yeah, it's already one of the fastest teleports in the game, so like, doubling up on that or something. Is that a Sabo? I kind of couldn't see because the choppy bit rate. Is that why you carry her away? Like, I saw movement over there, but I can't make out any details. Oh yeah, she runs over with the toolbox. So you get scared. You're not even looking left to see where the other hooks are. There's probably one next to main building that isn't that one. But you decide to carry her all the way the fuck out here, and I don't know why you do that. There's probably one next to or around main building, but you don't even look left. You just keep walking straight. You should not have tried to carry her deep into the map like this. You should have just hooked her at the main building hook. Yeah, that was an interesting choice of a UVX. Okay. You don't even continue to go after the person that you just lost either. That's really not good. So you said, I'm not going to chase the person that is already injured. I'm going to start a completely fresh chase with somebody new. And now you're going to kind of like over stress out over like keeping this gen from finishing. More I hate them. What's your problem with them, Gigas? Because I also didn't like them until I figured out how the UVX works. So it's just, if it's like the behavior of the UVX, I can help you with that. Because I also didn't like him until I understood that fully. And now he's great. Artillery! Yeah, that's the problem with dry kicking when you have pop, is like you can end up like blocking your own pop use, which is not the greatest. Yeah, she messed up there. You should have hit that. Luckily she messes up, but you should have hit that. He's too inconsistent. What I found that helped me a lot is breaking down all the shots in 3 different categories. So the difference between getting a splash shot, oh that sucks, I hate when that happens. A splash shot and a ricochet shot is if you shoot it in at the floor or into a corner of any sort, it's an insta splash. But if you, anywhere else you shoot it, like off a wall or a pallet, it'll ricochet. So if you need a splash, shoot it at the ground or a corner, but if you need it to ricochet, just don't shoot it at a corner or the ground. I hate when Dead Hard's used like that, because Dead Hard can be used in such like a intuitive and skill expressive way, but people will end up using it just like as they go under pallets or windows. Artillery! And that's just easy. That's just like pretty brainless. Yeah, Freddy has to. Whereas Unknown just kind of like appears. Characters like Myers and Freddy just got left behind as like character design carried on throughout history, and they didn't go back to update them. Wow, that was a really good shot. Yeah, they definitely like this event is barely an event, doobie. Like barely at all. It's kind of disappointing. It's like the anniversary event, but worse. In like 3 more years, evidently they have plans to work on him. He is on the change list of theirs. You were hitting crazy shots though. Well, the good thing is they'll probably extend the event and adjust things. You literally, you snowballed so well in the past 30 seconds. Like, good job. Good, excellent macro awareness. Very quickly down, come back to the hook to intercept the hook save. Like, all great stuff there. Where'd the sound go? Oh, that's unfortunate. I would have been mad. Same thing would happen to me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, nice. Very good awareness of your hallucinations. Very good teleport. Yeah, you were put on the pressure very late in the game because you knew you had a rough start. Yeah, that's another bad thing, newbie. It's like there's only 2 actual event skins, and then they just like locked the rest behind a paywall for the orc cells, and I was like, why did they do that? And some of them aren't even that great. Like the Ace one looks terrible. This is what's supposed to replace the lunar year event. Like, I don't know. Hey, off of there! Stop! Please. Thank you. Yeah, you really turned this around through good macro sense. Yeah, they're like FOMO and link sets. 2 things they both said that they were going to be omitting from the game over time. Brought it back for this. Like, come on. And if we don't pay attention to him enough, it's like, okay, time to break stuff. Although that's apparently not what he's doing. Apparently it's like he's just very intrigued into these areas he's not allowed to touch, so he just wants to like investigate them. But his version of investigating them is just to break things. Well, it's kind of like a reverse thing, do you know? Like if the community doesn't like a character, then like they want if you release more skins for them, they will like, I'll do more of them. Good read, but direct shots don't do that. You got it. Okay, yeah, this is Will. This is Will. Him. Will him you. Will him. You. He's not even a year old. He's still technically a kid. Probably explains why he's a little rascal. He did kind of give that look, huh? The cat, huh? He's like, what? He's just a baby. Yeah. If I can't investigate these areas, then no one can, literally. Oh, I respect the shot. That was a hype shot. Hi. What? What? What are they doing wrong? Tell me. What are they doing wrong? Match route. He's helping, you know. I think similarly to the other match where you had pop, like, not getting a lot of pop use. I just think it's funny this is consistently a thing with people who use pop in this game. But just like, oh, that sucks. That would happen to me too. My cat on, sympathy on. Yeah, doobie, you can do a lot with Mike. You can do like fantasy armor sets, realistic armor sets. Wow, that was a funny shot. Yeah, you can do a lot. AK and gens, a lot of people do. Your shots are really good. You have a good handle on the character already. It's nice. Oh, the adding too. That's rough. This was like almost the exact same match that I reviewed at like beginning match reviews. Rough start because of a lack of commitment, and then neglecting to use pop. Like this is like literally the exact, like that one was on Chapel, this one's on Residence, but it's like almost the exact same thing, which is interesting. Yeah, at least Duke. Okay. This is really funny. Like I mean this with, I promise, I'm not jipping y'all. Legitimately, this is almost the exact same match as the Chapel match that we had at the beginning of the stream. So for your main takeaways, for your first takeaway, especially when you have pop as like a perk, which requires you down to work, splitting pressure and not committing at the beginning really hurts you in the long run. You had that situation where you downed the one person and then you saw a Sabo happening. And instead of like hooking them to the left in the main building hook, you tried to take them deep into the center of the map for some reason. When they wiggled off, you chose not to go after them. They're still the easiest survivor to down because they're already injured where everybody else isn't. So you definitely should commit to going after her and downing her instead of trying to split pressure and trying to mess with the main building gen. So you get her, down her, hook her, pop the main gen. That's the same thing you were expecting and wanting, except better. Second, just like the other match, you let pop uses go to waste, and especially when two people ended up getting out, buying a little bit more time for chase would have probably resulted in a 3 or 4K. So you could have an extra chase or two, and especially with how good your shots were, that'd been very, very decisive. Not the strike, but the match. I've been very, very decisive. Imagine the man who takeaways appear on the screen now. Yeah, that like that's it. Like your shots were great, amazing. Once you actually start committing to people, you're getting a bunch of downs. Like just give it to somebody earlier on, and make sure you're remembering to use your pot. That easily would have been a 3 or 4K.